EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Wait. Shit. Safe. 25. Check 25.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Rick Lance. Here we go. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Coming. Quick dance. Come.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Like 25, 54, 21. Hey, let's go. 54. That's right, baby. Right there. 54. Right there.
Throwing on second down. Ryan. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
22. It's our field. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Record. Tight dog. Rush in. Hey, Tuesday. Jumping. Hey, watch it. Check. Fred.
And that'll set them back 5.
Check 52. Kill.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Pick it up. Hey, Charlie. 59. Mike, 59. You ain't doing nothing today. Space. Whip. Hey, Rick Lance.
From the shotgun, Ryan being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Antonio Callaway, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Great. Move. 22, eyes on 22. 8. Watch the 8.
Newton now to throw. Well, this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
54, stop. Hey, Tuesday. Got. Switch gears. Hey, watch that.
Throwing again. Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
8, 20.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Kill. 8. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Tighten up. Watch out. Look at him.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
Watch 61. Match box right. Right. Hey, box drop. Check. 59. I got you.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that is incomplete here. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Man up, deep. Shot 31. 8. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Check. Crunch.
McCaffrey. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd.
20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check 59, Mike. Express. 59, Mike to 59. Watch the slant.
Out of the gun, Newton. Wright's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. He's coming. Double up.
7-7, our score after 1.
to the 3. 20. Great. Check 26, check 26. Express! Check that screen. 45 the mic. Great. Hey, check mic 45. Heavy. Feel the night. What is it?
Throwing again on second down. Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Right there. 54, right? X3. 218, chopper. 51, stop! Base. Bang.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
21. Check, 59. Better break. Check. You better break. Hey, wahoo! Gun.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
I got you. Jim. 11. 20. 54, south. Base.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
They're just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Freeman again, a first down carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who is going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it two different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Bravo! 54. Mike 50. Hey, Sam. Ready to go.
On 2nd and 9. Ryan flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Here we go. 21. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. Hey, exit. Double. Got it. Mike 5-4. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dancing.
And Freeman lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, watch me. Hey, right. Slam. Topper. Hey, Mike 7. 51. Down. Base.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Hey, Mike 25. Got it. Mike. Hey, Delta. 59. I'm on. Hey, South. 59.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
54, South. Got it.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Check 6 guys. Check 43. 22. Check bomber. 22. Check bomber.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Check 50. Check 50.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton, he's going to look deep for more, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. And it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, bye. Check. Gun. Get out.
Now Ryan on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Wide. Get wide.
On first down, Newton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the 50, Newton. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Vic Beasley showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Gun. 52. Bring. Check 52 to Mike. 20. 52 to Mike. Watch the curl. Express. Safe.
Now Newton. steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be taken in at the 1. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken short, and he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gun.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
20.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Check.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
45. Mike, 45. 20. Sponge. No. Great. Slam.
From the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He's crashing.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, South. Watch the screen. Watch the eye.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay?
That's true.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger physical guys. And on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with a big... And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back. The end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
8. Watch safety creep. 20. Safety's creeping. Express. Tighten up. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 45 is the mark.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Gonna sit. Right 88. 45. Hey, get in the weight room. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check. 8.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Yeah, he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
50, face south. Tighten down. 22. No.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready. Let him know. Got it. Check 58.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Flushed out right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Check. You draw Porter. 51, stop! 54. Got it. Mike, 54.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hey, South. Mike 59. Double dog.
Here's Ryan to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's taken in by Callaway. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Check, 59. Check.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time.
Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped them in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Right there, 54 Mike. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check. 5-4, Mike, 5-4. Hey, team 6. Got it. 54 Mike.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
39. Hey, orbit. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Space. Jim. Watch the safety creep.
Throwing on second and long. Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Hey, let's go. 39.
Third and long. It's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
51. 54, Mike. Watch the screen. He's coming. Go.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
Slam. 8. Check. 20. Check hot route. Hot. Check 9. Slam.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
So we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the ground, McCaffrey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. This is McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?